Carnival Cruise Line is expected to resume trips from the port of Seattle tomorrow. So that would mark the return of all of Carnival's 23 ships following that industry-wide pause. Adam, as we looked out today, I don't know if today's really the day you want to head on the cruise, but who knows? Maybe you want to get away even when it's cloudy.
You know, who knows? I think we are going to see things stay dry enough today, though, that things are okay. But here we go into the first week of May. And now that we have April in the books, let's take a look at as to where we are so far in terms of precipitation, because we're going to be heading into fire season here soon. But I think we're doing okay in a lot of spots. SeaTac actually up on the year by 1.5 inches. Olympia up by over 2 inches. Bellingham, we could use a little more rain into the gauges there. We're down 5 inches so far on the year, and then it looks like Quileute only down by a little bit, so doing fine there, and in Hoquiam. So we'll get more rain, and it looks like we are going to get a good dose of it here tonight and into the early part of tomorrow. But overall, our soil also doing fine. We had some good snows and a lot of wet weather here throughout April, so that helped to take any sort of drought conditions that we had here across western Washington away, even seeing some of that disappearing across northwestern parts of Oregon as well. Now, it was also a cool month, right? But we're going to see temperatures bounce up as we go later into the week, mid-60s, maybe dropping back down into the 50s by the end of the week as we'll get more systems on the way. So sort of a roller coaster ride as we go throughout the next few days. And we're not completely done with this cooler pattern just quite yet. Beautiful look at, yes, some of those cruise liners right now. 60 degrees. We got a few of them out on Puget Sound if you're going to be walking by the waterfront. 59 in Everett, 61 in Tacoma. Right now at 61 in Olympia, 61 in Oak Harbor, 54 in Port Angeles. So nice to see a lot more of the 60s out there again. But it hasn't been too sunny of a day. We've seen some peaks of it. Hasn't really been that wet of a day either, but that's going to change as some of these showers are now beginning to approach more the tip of the Olympic Peninsula. A few sprinkles here closer to Neah Bay. Over Vancouver Island, also seeing some light shower activity, but it's really just off of the coast there that we have our system that is now beginning to approach. This will be the big rain producer late tonight and into the earlier part of tomorrow. That's going to move on through. We'll have a couple of weaker systems move on by as we go on into later Tuesday, and possibly as we go on into Thursday and Friday, we'll start to see some larger ones come back in. But future radar here tonight, you'll see dry up until about 11 p.m. Then we start to see some of those initial showers arriving along the coast. Widespread steady rain a little farther off the coast will start to arrive and then approach as we get into early tomorrow morning. So for my early morning commuters, you're going to deal with some steady rain 5 to 6 a.m. You can see this goes up closer to parts of Whatcom County, Bellingham. We could use some of this rain as it moves on through. And then you can see also across the mountains, we're still talking about more snow. Snow levels around 5 to 6,000 feet, so not really impacting passes all that much. This is by about 9 o'clock. You can start to see a lot of this moving eastward, and then by the early afternoon, 1 to 2 o'clock, maybe a few light showers still left behind, which those will eventually start to disappear as we head into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, with only a few showers expected to linger around. Now, amounts of rain here over the next 2, maybe 3 days. We're talking about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch in a lot of spots, so not a huge rain producer. We're not expecting any sort of flooding concerns, but pretty good system for this time of the year, this late into now spring, heading on into early May. Here's your forecast for tonight. We drop down into those low to mid 40s, upper 40s in Everett, down around 47 also in Renton. Here's your forecast over the next 7-day stretch. We'll top off at 55 on tomorrow. We'll top off closer to 60 on Tuesday, with skies actually becoming a little more sunny and things warming up. That's our pick of the week right there. 67 degrees, mostly sunny on Wednesday before cooling down and seeing more rain into the upcoming weekend.